Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Katie.
And we're the Pattern Queens +1.
I'm the pattern princess. If James is the pattern prince, I get to be the pattern princess.
Because
That's
you
true.
are nanny, right?
Yes, I am.
And we are here for a quick check-in to show you what we have been up to. I'm trying to park my needle. And so, Keisha, what you been stitching since Saturday?
Well, on Saturday, I spun that I got to go back to working on the mysterious Halloween town from the Frosted Pumpkin. And I started this one on October 1st, so I was happy to get back to it because it's a lot of fun. And this is where I got to.
Wow, look at you.
You made
So,
progress.
little James decided to sleep a little bit for me. And so I was able to get a lot of this building done. So
And you stayed up very late Saturday night.
we stayed up with stitching with friends until about 1 a.m.
Athena told us, she was like, you guys were on really late because her iPad died, which was what was she was connected with, but she could still see us on her phone. And she's like,
Right.
man, they're still going.
It was later than I've stayed up since James started deciding he wanted to sleep in his bassinet. So yeah, I got some good progress that day. And then I've also been working on my work project, which is October 31st from Rona Nori in this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue. And I'm getting so close to done.
Wow.
So I have the spider to do here, and then there's quite a bit of back stitching of spider webs in this corner and this corner, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this done at work before the month is over. So
And then you'll have to take something else there, huh?
I know I'll have to figure something else out, but so that's what I've been working on.
I'm sure it'll be Boobies or Halloween Town because that's all you can spin.
That's probably true. But the nice thing about most of the things I picked are Frosted Pumpkin, and Frosted Pumpkin have big blocks of colors, so I'd really only have to take like one thing of floss with me to work. So, which has been really nice about this because it's only one color, so I don't have to pack too much to take with me. And then as far as my plans go, I'm not spinning the wheel this time because doing a stitch along with Miss Katie Landis. And we are going to work on a Candy-A-Day from the Frosted Pumpkin, also in this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue.
And Katie has fabric for
I
it.
do, and I need to split this and see like how much room the design's gonna take because I was thinking I could maybe give you the other piece if it's big enough.
It's
But
really
then I'd have to wait until tomorrow to start it.
pretty.
Working on the mysterious Halloween town until tomorrow. You'll have to let me know because I have a piece of fabric that's close to that color, but just let me know.
Mine's the called for, and I just happen to have it in my stash because it is splash. Sorry, stash splash. Yeah. So mine's 32 count. And I think this is a pretty old piece.
Okay,
from
hold it
Maryland.
up better because it's really pretty.
I thought I had it up. There you go.
Yeah.
Really terrible.
Oh, that's gonna look so good.
And then you're doing yours in the DMC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am doing mine in a bunch of random threads that I pulled from my thread collection. And most
cool.
I think I pulled like one color, excuse me, that was actually called for, and I think it was the light green color, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Wow, tools make me want to stitch that too.
Right.
Should I go ahead and show what I got done this week?
Well, if Keisha's finished,
I was gonna
yes.
say.
Oh yeah, I'm finished. That's what I'll work on a Candy-A-Day, and I'll continue working on October 31st.
I'm so excited to work on a Candy-A-Day.
Yes.
Okay, so Keisha chose for me last week, unknowingly, Jack's Bash by Plum Street Sampler. And I only got to work on this during the Stitch Together with Stitching with Friends, because otherwise I was busy catching up on Love You More work. but I have to find it. This is my start.
Oh, wow. That looks so good on that fabric.
I love the flower.
Yeah, so I started top left, so it's that flower in the very top of the castle.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my big start. But hey, mom said it counts because it's over 200 stitches.
Hey, you put floss on a piece of fabric. It's good enough for me.
Yeah, I just said it counted as because it was more than 200 stitches if you were doing stitch from stash next year.
Are you doing that, Keisha, or are you gonna wing it?
I think I'm going to wing it.
It's not stitch from stash, it's no new starts. Sorry. But yeah, I would not make it through no new starts. I mean, we could see how long I made it through no new starts, but
To January 21st when you'd be like, I
Yeah.
start a new thing.
hey, look, I would have to restart all my starts for the year, wouldn't I?
That's what Felicity's doing because she told us that I needed to hurry up and get the frogwarts pattern designed so that she could go ahead and put in 200 stitches of the border if I repeat that for next year.
Yeah, so Katie is going to take a look and see what that looks like, and maybe she'll let everybody know since they're bound to be more people doing that.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that border, that would be pretty easy for people to replicate from the pattern that they have.
I could choose one color and give them one color because it has to be a challenge to finish it. And I feel like that border is a huge challenge to finish it.
They would have to guess the other color, right? And they only have to have 200 stitches, so they would get that going across with one.
I'm like, I could just give them, oh no, I don't know. We'll find out.
Okay, so me?
Sure.
I had gone a little bit rogue. Actually, I think this one was fine. It was one that was on my list.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, on the days we were looking at. And on Sunday morning, so I didn't quite finish it on Saturday, but on Sunday morning, I finished.
So good.
And I made my JLKB orange. We took a vote during the stitch along. So I really love him. It's 3 colors. So the bird is one color, the hat and the scarf and all the lettering and broom and everything are the darker color, the onyx, the bird's garden gate, the other black is onyx, and then the orange in here is fragrant cloves. So, but then I thought, I really still don't want to work on Halloween Fairy. I just don't want to do it. And I thought it would be better to stitch than to not stitch. So I pulled out Ye Old Crow Sampler,
Yes.
which I love, love, love.
Mm-hmm.
And that last one is on a piece of, I would say 32 count mystery linen from my stash. This one is on,
Looks like picture this plus.
this is prank, but I was trying to decide what count it is.
36.
It's 32 or 36. And that's how far I've gotten.
Ooh.
And I took a picture.
Did you start it or did you just?
No, I didn't start it.
Now you have to finish it in 2020 because you put 2020 on there.
Yes. This isn't a very good picture, but that's about how far I was.
Okay.
So I was working on the outline going around. So I got a lot done. I got the bird finished. And I came back to, I put the stem on the pumpkin. And then I came down here, put the year in, and this is my second L right over here in the corner. So I'm ready to go up and make the rest of the L.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it'll be too long.
No.
And I had this pulled up and now I'll have to fix it. What I am supposed to start today is Witch from Sub Rosa Designs.
Ooh.
And this was in her blog spot. So it's a free pattern.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and I gave you guys a really good shot at it. Sorry.
Well,
But
if
it's
you
free on her blog spot if you go back and find it. And I really liked it. I'm kind of really liking these solid black or solid stitch pieces.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm making progress when I do that.
right.
And I could do it on the checked fabric that we had in the fall
you
box
could.
if we knew where my piece is.
I think it's in there. Um, it's actually both of our pieces because I didn't actually cut it in half.
Oh, okay. Or, I could look in my stash and maybe choose. I've got all this orange. I'm wondering if maybe if I looked and chose a piece of purple, if that would be cool.
Ooh,
Do my crows on orange and do my witches on purple.
sounds like a good plan to me.
Glow in the dark thread.
No. No. Etoile. I'll just borrow your etoile from your collection.
Borrow. I'm getting it back.
Well, I would have to replace it, obviously.
She's just gonna give you the finished piece. Here, I've given you all your etoile back.
No. No. I have to tell you about the meetup the other night. I had looked at everybody's name because on a computer you can move around and check everybody's name and see who you're talking with. And it just wasn't occurring to me. And then this lady left and she was talking about she had to leave to go fix Thanksgiving dinner because it was the next day, Sunday. And she said she's in Canada. And then she got off, and I'm like, that was Trish in Canada. I've known Trish for more than 20 years, but never have we talked to each other in person. And it didn't even sink in with me until after that. So yeah, I've already fessed up, made everybody laugh and on the Stitching with Friends site. And Trish is like, hey, we've never spoken in person before.
Right.
But
Isn't having internet friends just so interesting? And then you talk and see each other's faces and you're like, oh, wait, I know that person really well, actually.
well, you see that teeny tiny little icon.
Right.
Those icons are not always accurate. I can even say that from Instagram because at least one of our reps, and I'm not saying who, one of our reps, she has her face and her little icon. And I was scrolling through stories one day and there was this picture of a girl. I did not connect the two. Like I didn't look at whose story it was until later. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, like you actually moving and like words coming out of your mouth and stuff. You don't look like your picture. Like there's a whole separation there too.
Well,
Right.
Trish and I also are kind of stash twins. Like we like a lot of the same projects and things. So it was really funny. And I just, I'm like, I could have talked to my stash twin. So anyway, speaking of, we need to get back to those and make my stash videos, get them uploaded. There are a couple more sitting in the vault right now.
I need more sleep first. I'm exhausted today because I started The Haunting of Bly Manor last night. And so
Watching it.
so throughout the night, if you don't know, it's from the people who make Haunting of Hill House. And if you don't know, there are hidden ghosts in both series. So these random figures will just appear in the background, like lurking and staring. So last night, I'm not kidding, woke up probably more than a dozen times because in my dream, there was a figure lurking in the background and kept startling me awake.
Creepy. Oh, and hey, in case you haven't noticed, Katie and I are shirt twins because
These are so
Yeah.
comfortable.
they are. It's like our go-to shirt because it just is comfortable. It's a cozy shirt.
It really is. It's so soft.
So, and
They
Katie,
don't match at all. At all.
oh man, we gotta get you one, don't we? Katie designed all of the artwork on this, and I love it. She put my bunny on here, and yeah, she put her pineapple. I was trying to think. I mean, the mermaid is fabulous, but those two things are for us.
Yeah.
And hearts all through it.
Yes. Well, yeah,
Because
because
we're love you more.
the week, the design is inspired by some of our more popular weeks. So, you know, fantasy and pirates and wildlife and outer space. Like those are some of our more popular types of prints. And yeah, so that's what it was.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep, and there are little dragons flying around on here too. It's a cool pattern. We have a bookmark.
Mhm.
We still have it.
I don't know if it's still on the website.
We had a bookmark on the Love You More site that you could purchase that has all of the artwork.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. So a few people have these shirts.
2 people.
Yeah.
2 people other than us have these shirts. And Mom and I each have a coffee mug.
Yeah. Because
So
who doesn't need that fun?
Well, yeah.
So I think we're kind of rambling at this point.
we
What
are.
do you think?
I think that, yeah, because I'm
We always ramble. We didn't warn you in this video, though, that this
No.
is a channel about rambles, but it's a thing.
It is. Especially when I'm low on sleep and she's just woken up.
Yeah.
And I just got home from work, so.
We are quite a trifecta.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think we'll be back on Wednesday. Do you want to do it on Wednesday, or since you're going to be short a day, do you want to wait until Thursday?
Oh, Wednesday's fine with me. I'll just show more progress on the Mysterious Halloween Town. It's fine.
Okay. All right, then we will check back in then. But I'm sure this video won't be up anyway because our Saturday video is not up yet. So did you hear
The Wednesday video is not up yet.
what? Katie's a week behind.
I was gonna do it today because James was amazing and like slept like all day, but I forgot my computer charging cord. And I used it until it was down to 1%, and that did not last very long. So yeah, I was gonna do it today and I couldn't. So I'm gonna do it tonight. I really am gonna do it tonight.
And she's probably staying right here because we watch Big Brother together.
Yes.
And she'll just stay here and work for a while until that comes on, I'm sure.
And then I'll go on and turn on Haunting of Bly Manor and not sleep until you know.
It's okay. All I'm hearing is that they're going to be able to have a Pattern Queens marathon.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I'm going to export multiple videos and I'll set them to publish like at like 9 or 10 a.m. for a few days. So
Awesome.
Maybe one tonight. Last Wednesday. That would be okay.
we'll see if it gets too late because it takes a while to export and all the fun stuff. So I just try, if it gets past a certain point, I just don't put it up because who's awake?
Well, we do have Australia friends.
You do.
Yes.
I mean, they're my
They would
friends,
love
too.
that. So, okay.
Anyway.
That's enough rambles.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good rest of the day.